is Bob Greenwood of the Automotive Aftermarket E-Learning Center. Bob, thank you for being here.
How are you?
Very good. Now,
Good.
Bob's area of expertise is very broad. His seminars cover a very wide range of business topics for aftermarket professionals. Bob, just give us a little bit of an idea about your background.
Well, I've been in the aftermarket industry now for 36 years, working exclusively in the independent shop sector. We actually develop businesses, growing their bottom line, focused on bottom line development, as well as to build the culture of their shop properly so that it can meet the expectations of the future. So we're always looking 3 to 5 years out as to what our clients need.
Okay. What do you see as the single greatest challenge facing the aftermarket shop today?
Greatest challenge is obviously going to be personnel development and retaining competency. It is all about competency today and moving a shop forward. They've got to have talented people. But we break it down into 3 scenarios where we'd like to develop an automotive service shop TAP, T-A-P, where T stands for a team culture, putting that team together, recognizing the diversity of talent that's going to be required in a service shop moving forward, from a tire installer right to a high-end diagnostic individual. So this team has to understand and work together. The second thing is A, for accountability, where management must make the team accountable, and we are only accountable to really one individual, and that's the end consumer, the client. So we have to be able to make sure we're doing that. And because it is a process, it takes anywhere from 2 to 3 years to really develop that culture, you're looking at P for perseverance, sticking it out. So it's a challenge for the independent shop, and we've got to encourage them where the industry together has to work better together to support the independent shop, to understand their business.
Okay. Boy, those are 3 very big areas, and I wish we had time to delve into every one of them in depth, but let's start with the culture. What is lacking in the culture of most shops today?
It's really the trust sometimes between the staff and management, and has management really done the job properly to explain where the shop's going, why we want to go down this road and how we're going to do it, and what your role is. One other thing too is that the industry is still talking about a job versus a career. We truly believe that we're moving from a trade into a profession. We don't need the slowest learners, we need the sharpest people coming into this industry, because the challenge of technologies in every vehicle is huge. Dealing with a consumer who doesn't understand it, just likes to drive it.
Okay. Now, a lot of shop owners are aware of the various technical education resources out there. How aware are most shops of the business management resources out there today?
I don't think they're aware enough, Elliot. You're looking at a situation where the perception of business training is really a sales seminar, where in fact, good business acumen, good business education is really understanding the whole principle of why we have to go somewhere, not a training seminar of just, this is how you do it.
Okay. Now, one of your seminars focuses on how suppliers can increase a shop's net profit. Can you give us a brief overview of this topic?
The relationship between an independent shop and their chosen supplier has to tighten up. Both parties have to understand each other's business. You can have a good supplier, but if a good supplier goes bankrupt, do the math, we're in trouble.
Right.
But the relationship between a shop and a supplier has to come closer together. We're looking at suppliers being able to come in and understand your business, the shop owner's business. We understand where you're going, how you're going to get there. But we also understand and start talking to you in business principles. Not how your sales are, how are your build hours? Those kind of things are very, very critical to understand.
Okay. You know, recently I've become aware of some very interesting studies that some of the original equipment companies are doing about the way shops are run. Have you had a chance to see some of these studies, Bob?
Not specific ones on that one.
I just think it's fascinating that some of these companies are actually spending some serious time and money in researching the way shops are run. So maybe some of those companies are going to get more involved in taking an active role in helping shops run more professionally. Okay, we're kind of coming to the end of the time allotment, Bob. There's a lot we could talk about. Do you have any other points you want to make?
I really believe that people have got to understand that education and business development is an investment that's required today. When you're looking at an average technician requiring 100 hours of training a year just to stay level, management requires 6 to 8 days a year minimum to stay level in their knowledge. So it's a continuous investment that's got to be recognized. It is not a cost to your business. You do get a return on it.
Okay. And Bob, how do people get in touch with you?
Please go to our website, www.aaec.ca.
www.aaec.ca.
Correct.
And you're based in Canada, correct?
Yes, we are, but we travel North America.
Okay. Bob, thank you very much for being here.
Thank you, Elliot.
Okay.